Hello guys, and welcome to another video with Cass on the Maizuma channel. Alright, so what I have for you today is a multi-station, a minecart system. And as you can see, I tried to leave all the redstone underneath the floor, so yeah, the stations don't show that much redstone. You can see some things here and there, but mostly it looks cool. And yeah, the first thing I need to demonstrate is how you select a station. So we have different colors here, so maybe let's try going to the blue station. You just have to select it. There's a confirmation click here, and just hop on your minecart and then hit the button on the floor, and you're going to be sent hopefully to the correct station. So we skipped the first station, which is the green station, and the minecart is going to park, and there we are. And once you're done doing our business in this station, we can of course click the button and it will send us back, and the minecarts will be correctly placed in order. And I really love how this minecart gets parked here, just like a automatic parking car. And maybe let's try to reach another station, maybe green station. Well, green station is quite close. Maybe we should go all the way down to yellow station. So yeah, this is the thing. With the selection panel, you can change your mind all the time, and this is very important with the kind of system that we have here. So yeah, let's hop on the minecart, click the button, and now this little guy here is being loaded with very valuable information, and this information is used, of course, to know where it needs to go and where it needs to park and everything like that. So if everything goes well, we should be parking here exactly at the yellow station as we wanted. So yeah, this is a good system, probably good for probably better for single player more than multiplayer, and it's for you if you want to, if you are the kind of person who likes to design a giant ring where you can branch out to different locations. This is probably good for you. Okay, so let's return, and maybe I can demonstrate just another possibility with this. Or maybe, you know what, maybe we should go straight to the redstone part where I show you all the redstone behind the scenes here, and I explain how this works, and you guys can have a blast. Alright guys, so this is the redstone running this entire thing. So you can see that the stations work independently, and we'll go through all of that. But before, I guess I should explain how the main station works and how the entire system works really. So yeah, let's just run a test by going to the blue station maybe. So whatever selection you do there will remain, so you can keep pressing the button and then you're gonna get where you're supposed to be. So the minecart parks, and then we can have them going back, so they will always land at the proper order in which the minecarts are supposed to be, so they will reset and be ready for you to use this all again. Okay, so how does it know where to park? So the way it works is we have this little minecart chest here, and what we do is we fill this up with items, any kind of item really. And then it knows, for example, that if I click red to go to the red station, it needs to skip 1, 2 stations. It also counts this station here, so it will give it 3 items, so that it needs to skip this station, and skip this other station. And as you can see, every time the minecart goes next to a station, there is this little device here, and what it does is it sucks the items out of the minecart. Maybe I should demonstrate it live. So it's currently loading the minecart with items, 3 items as I told you, and as you can see, when the minecart goes through, an item is shot out of this thing. It's currently here, probably, yeah, it will get out of the system later. And what it does is it will power this torch here, so that it will turn this rail here, and this is how we control this. So if it has an item, it will skip the station, and when it runs out of items, it's not able to skip stations anymore, so it just goes into. So yeah, if we send them back, they will, as I told you, always go to the right, in the right order. And as you can see, it shot the item and it has one item to shoot there from there as well. So yeah, this is how the system works. And yeah, I wanted to do a simpler redstone here. I actually had a simpler system, but the simpler system also required you to do more stuff. So I wanted more things to be automatically set. So yeah, this is why the redstone is so complicated underneath here, because this thing has to do a lot of things. The problem is, if you select a destination by mistake, and you load the minecart immediately with the items, you wouldn't be able to undo it, because you can't take the items out of the minecart, and it would also be unnecessarily overcomplicated. I would have to use a minecart hopper and things like that. So it's more convenient that you select it first, and if you were sure at the time of departure, you just have to click one button. And when you do click this button, what it does is, well, there is a pulse multiplier here, which is this white circuit here, and this pulse multiplier, I have one video on it, one tutorial on it, and what it basically does is it translates a signal strength level into a number of pulses. So if I press F3 here and you look at the right side of the screen, you will see that this is I'm pointing at a redstone wire with power level 14. And this is because this is selected. If I click this here and this is selected, now you can see that this is power level 15. So it means that it would give out 15 pulses. If I give it signal strength level 7, it will give out 7 pulses. And of course we don't have as many stations to skip, so I just use a subtraction here. So we have a furnace here with an amount of items corresponding to, if I press F3, number 9. So that 15, which is the strongest signal, minus 9 will give out 6. And finally this block, which is the block that matters, will have signal strength 5. And with signal strength 5 we get 5 pulses, and thus 5 things inside this minecart. So let's just test this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there it goes. So it's not all that it has to do. It has to pulse 5 times and fill up this minecart, and it has to wait for the pulser to finish its job, and then it has to power both those rails so the minecarts can take off. And after that, it also has to turn this rail here so that the minecarts can go in the right direction and not collide with each other. And it needs delay and everything, and it needs to reset itself, and this is what makes this all complicated. And I even made it more complicated to myself because I wanted the input to be here at a very convenient place, and I wanted everything to be as seamless as possible. So yeah, this complicates things. Okay, let's maybe send the cars back, and you can see how this works. I just have this shape here, so yeah, if you want to build this is the exact shape for every station that we have here. We have a U shape here with 2 powered rails, and this has to be powered, this has to be powered, and this has to be powered, but this is more of an optional thing. The must be powered rails are those 2 here, and this is optional. This is a activator rail that gets you out of the minecart, just in case, you know, but you don't need it. You can also click shift, and this is what we have for each station. When we departure, we can power those rails with this button directly, and we also power this block, and we turn this guy here so that we can go away. So the stations are really simple in terms of departure, and the yellow circuit is the device that collects the item and basically will is a conditional thing that will either make you park or make you keep going. And this is it. The yellow circuit is just a detector rail here powering this thing at the right time. The timings here and the amount of hoppers are critical here for the speed of the minecarts. And this dropper faces down, so we get actual rid of the item. So you know, when you have your item disposal system that throws away items, everybody has items to throw away. So this minecart system basically uses the garbage that you have, the items that you are planning on throwing away, then fill this up. You probably can use seeds or any useless thing to fill this up with, or you can hook this up to a farm that produces a lot of useless things like melon farms. And yeah, this is it. Sometimes because the rails have a default direction to turn to, I'm not sure which one, we have to do some adaptations. So for example, this is the base circuit for that we use everywhere, but here for example you can see that instead of powering this block, the rail that turns directly with the torch, I inverted the signal basically, because rails turn differently in this direction, and that's why I built stations in every direction, just so you guys can see how the little changes affect the rail system. And of course this map will be available for you guys to download. So yeah, this is how the system works. We have a selector panel here, and this just makes sure that whatever destination we click to go, it will clear all the other destinations because you're supposed to go to a specific place. And this is the redstone that runs it. It's just this part over here. This is responsible for the selection panel. And then we grab the signal strength from down here and do the conversion. We have the item, the pulse multiplier with the white circuit. The gray circuit is just the input from the button. This is a kind of smart setup. We actually don't need that. I just included this for the demonstration. We just need to subtract this from this, and this will give signal strength level 15 so that it will be off by default. This is of course an expandable design. You can expand it up to 15, which I believe is enough. Most people don't build more than 5 stations anyway, so 15 is a good enough number for this thing. And yeah, the stations can be as far apart as you want from each other. They can face any direction. It's probably a system suitable for a single player map rather than a multiplayer map, and it all depends on how you like to connect your stations. You can have a single main line that branches to all the other places and then use the system, or you can have a ring going on just like I did here. It's possible to make this go in more than one direction, but I didn't want to complicate this thing more than I should. I just wanted to make this a easy to use system. But I really don't like the redstone down here. It's compact and everything, it does the job, it works properly, but it's not what I expected to make when I designed the system. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you guys down on the tutorial side and leave you guys with a map download. And just because this is a experiment, so yeah, I hope to probably improve the system in the future. And I'm also working on another much fancier system, and it's a work in progress, but I will give you guys a sneak peek if you choose so to keep watching this video. So yeah, let's have a look at that. Oh, but before we go, I just came up with an idea. So say for example we wanted to send 1 stack of diamonds to the blue station. So what you would have to do is to place any disposable item in the first slot, because you're going to lose those items, and then place your stack of diamonds here and have 2 minecart chests here and press the button. And the disposable items are to shield this guy from disposing of the diamonds, of course. And as we arrive here, you can see that it lost 3 items, and we still have our stack of diamonds, so you can use this thing to send items away if you want, which is a cool idea. I don't know. I love to see this thing parking the way it does. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's have a quick sneak peek on my next super fancy station project. So yeah, let's have a look at that first. This is a pretty nice little station. Whenever a minecart leaves, another minecart gets placed here, which is good for multiplayer, I guess. And the minecart returns, and it obviously goes back into the storage. And okay, so let's try to change the path through which those guys go through. So if I click here, you will see that this guy will change. So if we send the minecart now, it will do a shorter loop here and end up where we expect it should end up. And we can also change it back, and we can also maybe click this button here, and you can see that this guy will change. So yeah, the glass here marks the default position for this, so you can see that it changed really, but this guy didn't change this time, only that specific little node changed it. So let's test this new loop here, and it's a shorter loop once again, but bigger than the last one. We can change more than one loop at the same time, so you can see that both lamps are on. I'm sorry guys, and this has changed now, so we can basically with the system keep the minecart in a closed loop. I don't know why you would do that, but this is something that you can do. Maybe you want to be AFK on a closed loop for some reason, I don't know, and we can change this anytime. And as you can see around here guys, there's no redstone connection between the nodes themselves. So, and there's no minecart chest or chest minecart to send the information away. So how am I sending this secret kind of information? So let's change this guy once again here. And yeah, you guys have probably guessed it now. I use the rails to send information. So yeah, the stations or nodes are pretty close to each other in here, and I use the blue circuits to decode a signal that will change the nodes itself, but they don't need to be close. They can be as far apart as you want. As you can see here, we don't have any nodes, but we have the repeaters here. The yellow circuits are responsible for propagating the signals through the redstone lines here, and the signals are made in such a way that they don't interfere with the minecart going around. Well, they kind of interfere, but not enough for the minecart to stop anywhere really. So we can basically send this away, and then you can see that the signal is transmitted. You can see the rails are blinking. You can see that the minecart slows down for a little bit, but not really that much. And this is a work in progress. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I really like the idea of using the rails themselves to transmit information, and then use the decoders to know where we want to branch and do curves and do things like that. So yeah, maybe you guys can let me some opinions in the comment section and ideas on how we can improve that, because this is probably one of my next video and my next videos when the subject comes to minecart stations again. So yeah, I guess this is it for this video. I want to thank you guys very much for watching me, and well, if you liked the video, don't forget to like. If you liked my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and see you again guys soon. Bye.